I got a story to tell you on. I need some music in the background. Okay. This morning I wake up and I go to make some coffee. And my coffee maker literally breaks while I am using it. It starts, and then it starts to smell like smoke. And I'm like, wonderful. Okay, so I assess what's going on. I don't know what the frick happened. I think something shorted out, and it didn't start smoking, but I did smell a burning smell. So I'm like, all right, that sucker's dead. So I go and make the wonderful trek to Walmart, but my car's out of gas, so I have to go and get gas first. So I go and do that. Perfectly fine, no problems at all. So go get gas, then I go to Walmart, okay? I get to Walmart. It's way too busy for a Tuesday afternoon, but I'm able to make it through. I do take a second to go to the arts and crafts area to look at some pens because of the fact that I have a problem. So I go and look, and I didn't buy any pens, so I go over and I go to the coffee area. And the coffee area, everything is sold out except for 2 coffee makers, okay? One is a coffee maker with a big old pot. It's a Keurig. I'm looking for a Keurig specifically because I'm a millennial. And it has the big old pot. And I'm like, I don't need the big pot. I don't need that. That is not something that I need. So the other one that is there is a iced coffee maker from Keurig. And it's the special Walmart one. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'll do it. So I take it. And I go, and then I'm like, you know what? I've gotten my quarry for today. I'm going to go and get my car washed. Went and go get the car washed. I was listening to Tested with Adam Savage. It was nice. That was perfectly fine. I get home. My loving wife is like, hello, I love you. And I'm like, I love you too. And I go and set up the new coffee maker. And I try to turn it on. It doesn't work. So, I'm a little bit annoyed at this point. I leave. And as I am leaving my house to go and return, I'm not going to go return it. It's still in my car. I haven't returned it yet. I instead was like, frick it. I'm not buying anything else from Walmart today. I'm going to go to Staples. So I proceed to go to Staples, okay? I proceed to go to Staples. And then while I'm on the way, the road that I am on is a 1-lane road. And there is a couple riding their bikes at 5 miles an hour. Maybe 7. I'll be generous and say 7, okay? Excuse me. Lucky Luke, thank you for the 200 biddies, and thank you, Al Calone, for the 61 months of continued support. I appreciate that. Thank you. Goodness me. So, I'm just like, I'm tooting along in my car, and I'm okay because I'm in electric mode on my car, so I'm not using any gas right now. I know what's wrong with it. Didn't have any gas in it. So, I make it to the end of that intersection. A funeral procession comes in front of me, and I have to wait there for three minutes while the funeral procession is going. So, while I'm sitting there, I was annoyed. I'm not going to lie. I was annoyed, but then I had like a moment, right? I had like a moment where I'm like, you know what? This is not even a big time deal. This is not, and like, I wasn't like, fuming or anything like that. It's just like, oh God. All I want is coffee, right? And I'm not going to Starbucks for it because I haven't sworn off Starbucks, but I'm doing my best to not go. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, you know what? This ain't that bad. This isn't even a big old deal. So I had just a moment while I was sitting there. I'm watching them go by, and I feel so bad. I feel so bad for the people that are going by in a literal funeral procession. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna turn this day around 100%. That's not entirely true, Dal. I actually have saved so much money. I have saved so much money making my own coffee at home comparatively. I'll pay off this new coffee maker in about 2 weeks, which is really funny. So, back to it. I go inside of Staples. And of course, I take a quick detour to the pins aisle because of the fact that I have a problem. To the art aisle because I have a problem. And I'm in there for a second. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's cool. Let's go. So I go over, and I have three choices, okay? I have the Rinky Dink, which is like, it doesn't even make, like, it makes like an 8-ounce cup of coffee, and that's all it makes. It's the Rinky Dink Keurig, okay? That's what I'm calling it, the Rinky Dink. And then there is the Mac Daddy, okay? There is the premium Holy Frick edition for $400. I'm not doing that. I don't like coffee that much. But right there in the center is the beautiful K1500 commercial Keurig coffee maker. Oh, yes. This motherfucker has 92 ounces, I think. A big old reservoir for the water. It can make a cup of coffee in less than a minute. It is suited for small businesses of 15 people. And it's on sale. So I pick it up, I take it home, and I walk through the door and I say, Erica! I have this big box on my shoulder and I go, guess who got the Mac Daddy? We're making coffee today, sweetheart. I set that sucker up and I made 2 cups of coffee in record time. And it was a very, very interesting 2-hour stint of my life. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.